Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keith. This is 3DayRV. This channel is about DIY, making your camping experience a little easier. We test and review products, and when we find things we like, we bring them to you guys. This week's video, we're not tearing nothing apart. We're just showing you what we use to travel with. We got a good product that we've been using for 2 years now, and it's fantastic. And that product is RV Trip Wizard. And so what we want to share with you guys is how easy it is to use and how you can very easily plan your trips and program stops and modify all on the fly. It's pretty easy to do. We like it. We think you will too, especially you guys that use the big rigs, the big fifth wheels, the tall rigs, so you got to worry about bridges and underpasses. Or if you're just traveling and you don't want to get down a road that you don't find out right away that it's closed, it's not fun to back that rig all the way up, is it? So anyway, we're going to show you how to use this RV Trip Wizard, this RVLife PRO Trip Wizard. This is a fantastic product. And at the end of the video, we got a 25% discount code that you'll use. We are an affiliate with them. We decided to join them because the product is, we think that much of it, and that we want to share it with you guys. So it's a very good product. And well, we're just going to show you a few basic things on how to use this and how to set it up. And we think you'll enjoy it too. So thanks for watching, and we'll be right back.
If you enjoy RV travel like we do yourself a favor and try RVLife PRO. It reduces the stresses of planning, finding the good routes, finding that perfect camping spot, and not missing that important turn with PRO's navigation. RVLife PRO saves you fuel and time by keeping you on the right path. Try their 7-day no-risk trial, and if you like it, we have a 25% discount code through a QR scan that you can use at the end of the video. Travel safe, journey with confidence with RVLife PRO. This is our third season using RVLife PRO. We've taken it all the way out west to the Grand Tetons from Michigan, down to Florida, several trips to Tennessee, and every time it's been right on the money for us. What we really like about it is the ability to plan ahead, find those good places to go camping, and not get turned around on that road that's a dead end. So when you use this, you can do all your planning from the comfort of your home or your RV. You can set everything way ahead of time and have all your ducks in a row, so when it's time to travel, it's less stress and it's fun. So here we are at the website. We're going to log in. You're going to get your account set up, or you can try the 7-day free trial, but I think you'll like this. Once you get your account set up, you got to do your login. And once you get logged in, one of the most important things to do is set your default settings, and it's done over here on the right side. You have to have the account default settings set up, or you will need to do it on every leg of the journey. So it's just best to pick your default settings and punch in the information. It's got your general information of how you want to use it. None of this is, automatically in green anyways, but your RV info you got to fill out, including the height, the length, the weight, if you're carrying propane or not. Then some information about the vehicle. Here's our fuel capacity, reserve if you know it, and your miles per gallon. And then you're going to put down how many fuel warnings you want. I'm going to put down multiple. Then routing, if you want to avoid any of this stuff, you simply turn it green, okay? Here I have avoid unpaved roads, just for we don't want to get on a section of road that might be 10 miles long. We don't want to do that. I use average speed, and I use the classic radius. The radius is going to show you the lines for the trip distance, your travel day, your time duration. And then here's another tab that you can use if you want to. You can populate if you're staying at a campground and the value is, say it's $50 for the campground, and you're spending, $50 for meals, or you're traveling, miscellaneous, cost per gallon, whatever that is. You don't have to fill this out, but it'll help you track expenses. Then, of course, you hit Save Default Settings. Okay, so let's create a easy peasy trip for us. We can go up here and create trip. We'll name it Huntington, Michigan. And yeah, we're going to put down that we're leaving tomorrow. We're going to create the trip. I'm going to have it, instead of it use my location, I can use any location I want. Use that one right there. I'm going to put start here. Again, extremely important to have your very beginning point on the map. So now that's calculated up. Now it wants to know trip status is active and imperial. All this stuff here is good, right? I'm going to go right through and look at this. All this data is the same because it's the default setting. Remember, off to the right, up under this little icon, we set all that up in the beginning. And then you pick your type of routing. So I'm using an RV. If I wasn't, this would be just for a normal passenger car or truck, right? But because we're pulling an RV, it's going to set it up for us to keep us out of trouble. And then all the stuff we set in default status is all there, so I don't have to worry. Oh, I should say average hours per day. Well, you do you. There's some people that can really get crazy and drive all day and night. I think there's a safety factor, so I usually try to stay like 4 hours if I can. All right, so all these settings are going to remain the same. It's all great. We're going to hit save and finish. So there's our starting point. Now we want to go on a trip. We're going to go to see Ludington, Michigan, one of our favorite places to go. I'm going to type in Ludington State Park. And if you've never been there, I tell you got to go visit that because it is awesome. So Ludington State Park Beechwood Campground. All right. And it's going to bring it right up for us. Look at this. I'm going to hit add to trip. Okay, we're going to stay. Make stuff up, right? This is for fun. We're going to stay for 2 nights. And that is our last stop. We're going to hit save custom stop. All right, so now on our map, pretty easy peasy. Pretty good trip. Not terribly long. I mean, it's a good day trip. We like it, especially if you're traveling up that side of the state. It's beautiful. So the other thing we know is from my other settings that I have stuff on there like fuel stops and gas stations and all that. Now everybody's gonna, more than likely, they're gonna fill their rig up, and when they take off, they're gonna have a fuel run. And I've got this set up right now where it's just showing me where the pilot stations are under points of interest. And we can change that. We can add in anything you want. If we go to points of interest right here, then you could pick overnight parking or general fuel stations. How about we just throw rest areas on there, right? Everybody needs a potty break, right? So here's our, when you hover over those, be warned that will pop up there. These blue dots right now are rest areas, so that's a really handy one to have, right? Everybody needs a break. And then if there's anything else, miscellaneous gas stations, Harvest Host, pilots, Flying J, the TA truck stops. You could throw Petro on there if you wanted to, but you can go right on down the list. Anything you check on here is going to show up for what you're looking for. Restaurants, shopping mall, pharmacies. This is very handy. I like it because sometimes I forget about things, and I just will check mark these, and then I'm good to go. All right. So that's pretty handy. Now the next part, let's look at this hazards. So I know from living here all my life there's no low hazards to worry about, but in some places when you get out east, that's a concern, and you'll want to turn that on. Okay. Here's another tab that's pretty handy. Parks are hidden. Toggle to show campgrounds. So if I unhide campgrounds, then it's going to show you all of the camping places along your route, or anywhere for that matter, anywhere in the neighborhood it's going to show you. And you can drill down to these. And what's nice about this feature, if you add filters, you could say, hey, I only want to go to campgrounds that have certain types of amenities, like it's got to have restrooms and showers, or it's got to have electricity, or I can't stay unless I have 30 amp service, and I think you get the drift. You can go in here and customize your wants and needs, and then these will be the filters, and it will take out certain campgrounds that don't have these amenities. So that is also very active, very handy to have. All right, so we're going to slide that back over to the side, and right now I'm just going to turn campgrounds off because we're We know where we're going, the Ludington State Park. All right, let's get on to the next part. Okay, so Tequamanon Falls is in Paradise, Michigan. And we should be able to find that, Paradise, Michigan. So again, I know that there's places to stay. It's really nice. Been there a few times, but I need to find me a campground, right? I just can't just pull up there and wing it. I need to plan ahead of time. So I turn this icon on, and then I start to zoom. If I pull way out with that and start looking, and we got the camp on, I can see there's a store there. Been there. That's a nice place. So the Lower Falls Campground, this one right here, is a beautiful campsite. You notice it's got electricity. It shows that it's got this, and that. I believe it has vault toilets. But if I go in here to park details, I can learn a lot more about it. I can look at the satellite map for it. The satellite map, this service we're using here, TripWizard, it references Google. So this is going to show you those campground loops. So it's very nice. So for planning purposes, that is quite handy, right? It's got a website, so if you wanted to go right out to the Department of Natural Resources and set up your campsite reservation, it's all right here. Okay. It's got a number you can call to see if they got quick availability. So pretty handy. Talks about all the features. This is all embedded in this TripWizard planner. It's a fantastic tool. And then you can read the reviews. So, I mean, it's best you find out before you get there if you're going to like the place. And if you do decide to go, it's awesome. Been there. It even's got a live weather outlook, so you can see what you're driving into. So if we want to share the trip with our friends, we got to open the trip first. So go up here. We're going to go to Ludington. We're just going to open this trip, simulate sharing this out. And then we go in here under the wrenches, and we can drill down to export trip. Now, I like this setup because I have it hit my inbox first thing in the morning. It kind of reminds me, here's some stops. It'll send that to you in an email, so you can just kind of read it and refresh yourself with it. You can send all of your stuff to the printer, print it out. If you're old school, you can export it. So you can export this trip, download it to a GPS, to a calendar. It's got a lot of key features for that. I don't know why you would send it to a spreadsheet, but you can. There's another cool option here to share trip. So if I was to go out here and say, yeah, okay, visitors view, share trip with another user. So anybody that's not a user, you got to select visitor view. Simply click on that. You can copy the public link or copy the private link, but either way, you're going to tap on one. It's in a clipboard. Then you can go out to your Gmail and then you can compose. You can send a trip. And you can just drop that link right in there, Control V. And so there's the link to the trip. And then you're going to hit send. So whoever you're, let's send it to myself. So it's got the link on it, and we're going to hit send. It's going to pop right back up. And so the next person's going to come in here. All they're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and close the app. So whoever you send it to, they're going to click on this, and it's going to bring it up in the a great view that is a non-user. So this is the trip. They're going to look exactly what you were looking at, but they don't have all the features if they're not signed up with a subscription and using this. So that's a very, very handy option. Kelly reminded me to share that with you. So I just wanted to share with you a quick view from my iPhone 13. It's a small phone, but this is what you're looking at. This is my screen. So it doesn't look a lot different than the iPad, does it? Or the notebook, or the laptop. The point is the phone is portable, and
let's go.
As soon as you plug this thing in and hit navigate,
now turn left onto Monty Road and then turn right onto North M63.
And I just set the phone down in the console and drive, and the phone goes up to the dash. So it's kind of a good safety feature to have. Works really good with CarPlay.
Okay, so I'm going to take a minute to explain a small difference. I like to use the PC to plan, use the browser, and I can lay the trip out, add in our stops. But that's just to get if it's a very long trip like the trip we did out west, there's there's segments and legs, and every day is different. But I like to use this to set the core of the trip up with. You can do it all this way, but other people use the MacBooks, and some people use different types of tablets. So we're going to put the laptop down and show you on a Apple iPad. It's what I have is what we're using. So that's what goes in the truck with us. And when you bring this up, you're all signed in and you got everything set up. Right here's where you go. Hopefully this is showing up. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer here so you can see how it works with the tablet. Sorry if I'm moving you around too much. So it brings up trips down here at the bottom. So if I simply tap on trips, and when I bring up the trips, it's going to show us, here's the different trips, and the one we're showing you an example is Lake of the Ozarks to Benton Harbor. This is our return trip. So it brings everything up just exactly as you saw it on the laptop, but in some cases it's got a much better view. And of course it's a touch screen, so you got a pinch on it. So when you tap on this thing, like right now, if I was to hit tap navigate, it's gonna start the GPS up on this, and my truck is plugged in, so it uses the dashboard of the truck. It's got a nice display. So if I hit navigate, and if we were using the phone, this is gonna start navigating. You have to agree to this, all the safety stuff, and hit agree. And this is gonna start. I have the sound turned off for this video, but this will start telling you start here and turn there, and take this off ramp. It does work really good. So that's the difference. This is the app actually running here right now. So if I wanted to change something, we would tap on it and edit that. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So hopefully that's got a pretty good picture of what we're looking at here. So the trips are up. If I tap on Lake of the Ozark, here's our trips. You can download offline maps, and it's very handy. And what that's for, if you get someplace and the cell signal is very bad, it's nice to have this map backed up because you won't miss out on anything. But you'll notice here, this is our starting point. It's got the green flag. It's imperative that you have a starting point for every trip. And some people get hung up on that, but as long as you put a starting point in first and then a destination for that particular day, how far am I going that day? And this is the way I like to do it, is by the day. So then I will have any stops in between, might be fuel or points of interest. On the way down to Missouri, we intersected Route 66 several times. There were several things we wanted to see, and we would simply add those in as we went. And so the minute that you tap what this pencil is for, I should back up. If I want to add something in, I simply go up here and tap this pencil that you're looking at. If I tap that pencil, it takes me out to a browser, and you see that it says loading. So now it's loading it up in the browser, and this is the planning part, okay? The browser is the planning part, and this is how you add things in. So it's still very convenient on a tablet that you can pinch, you can blow it up, zoom in, and like right here you see this little triangle. That little triangle saying, hey, right about in here you're going to be getting down in the gas range. You're going to need some fuel. So that's what this little icon is for. I've got that set up in my truck so it reminds me where I need to get gas at. And here's an alternative. So this is, right outside of my fuel window, but it's going to be pretty close. So I plotted in other options. So if before I got into a big town, you guys travel through Chicago, you know how the roads are and the traffic. I didn't want to have to get gas here, so I stopped a little bit short, filled up, and I was able to make it all the way home without having to stop in a very congested area. So just to sum it up, we use the RVLife Trip Wizard because we like the convenience of planning on our route ahead of time, and usually you can do it in a comfort of a lazy boy recliner. When the weather's nice, you can get out there and go camping, but you can get all your stuff planned if it's raining, and that's really handy for us. So we know where we're going and we can trust it. That's why we use the RVLife system. It's very reliable for us. The RVLife Pro makes it real easy to use. You got your trip set, you hit navigate, and you're on your way. Gives you turn-by-turn navigation, and if you want to avoid toll roads or dirt roads, it watches out for low bridges.
If there's hazards up ahead, it's going to tell you. There's road closures and other things. It's very handy. I've had people tell us that they use Apple Maps and Google, and you know, I'm not telling you there's one way or the other that's better. I'm just telling you what we use, and it works pretty good for us. We did partner with this company, and we feel that it's a great product, and the products we feel good about. We want to let other people know this is the best thing to use for us, and it may not be perfect for you. It might actually be easier for you to use something else, but in this case, because we drag this camper around, it's a perfect fit for us. So in the description, we're going to have a link that's going to get you a discount. I believe it's a 25% discount. So you'll have this one-time subscription discount for 25%. Take advantage of that. And if you do, our channel will get a couple dollars for the affiliate bringing this to you. So you'll get to save money, and we'll earn a little money that goes directly back to the channel. And hopefully I can buy some GoPro batteries, because that's what kicked out on the last part. So thanks for watching, and we appreciate you coming back to the channel. And if you got any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer them best I can for you. So thanks very much. We appreciate you stopping back. Have a good one.